A lot has been made of taking big men early in the NBA draft over the recent years, and for good reason. With a number 1 pick, or even a number 5 pick, you're expecting to select someone with the upside to become a top 20 player in the NBA. A franchise cornerstone that can be the best or second best player on a championship contender. Obviously, not all top 5 picks are created equally. We can point to the discrepancies between Anthony Davis in 2012 and Dragon Bender in 2016. One was an established monster at Kentucky, and the other was a hardly proven benchwarmer for Maccabi Tel Aviv. One went on to be an integral piece of an NBA championship roster, and the other is currently out of the NBA. Drafting isn't a perfect science, but the last 5 years have displayed a wavering confidence among GMs to select big men early in the NBA draft. Let's take a look at the big men taken in the top 5 in the last 20 NBA drafts. From 2001 to 2005, 13 big men were selected in the top 5. From 2006 to 2010, 11 were. From 2011 to 2015, 15 big men were. That all seems pretty consistent. But then we get to the last 5 years, from 2016 to 2020. There are only 6 true big men taken in the top 5 picks in those 5 years, and 3 of those came in a 2018 class loaded with bigs at the top. You can attribute this to a lot of reasons. In my mind, the primary reason is the Golden State Warriors, as their pace and skill-oriented style led to 5 straight NBA Finals appearances and 3 NBA championships, all coming without an all-star level big man. But even before the Warriors, it has usually been the case that championship teams have needed a prolific perimeter scorer to reach that peak. Let's take a look at the last 10 NBA champions. In 2011, you had Dirk Nowitzki. He was the exception. But then from 2012 on, every NBA champion has had a great perimeter scorer. In 2012 and 2013, you had LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. In 2014, you had Tim Duncan, but you must remember that Kawhi Leonard and Tony Parker were actually the team's 2 leading scorers in the finals series against Miami. In 2015, you obviously had Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. In 2016, you had LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. In 2017 and 2018, you had Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant. In 2019, you had Kawhi Leonard. And in 2020, you had LeBron again. It's clear, while having a great big man like Anthony Davis or Tim Duncan certainly doesn't hurt your title chances, you can make a strong case that having a dominant big man isn't the most pressing prerequisite for an NBA championship team. Franchises are coming around to this idea as well, as they are using high-end draft picks to spurn big men in favor of guards and wings. With this context established, enter Evan Mobley, a 7-foot center who is a 3rd-ranked prospect in the 2020 high school class per 24/7 Sports. Mobley spent a lot of time during his high school career as a number 1 ranked player on both recruiting sites and draft boards, but the emergence of Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green knocked him down a few spots. Still, Mobley is a fluid, rangy, and mobile big who has shown a tremendous amount of skill during his short career at USC thus far. Mobley is currently averaging 17.6 points and 9 rebounds a game right now, while also knocking down 61% of his shots and 44% of his threes, albeit on a little under 2 attempts per game. Throw in the 3 blocks a game he's averaging, and Mobley certainly has the statistical profile of a generationally gifted big. Mobley has the traits of a traditional big. Here he'll catch the ball on a cut and then finish over defenders. Here he'll set a high screen and then finish with the alley-oop dunk. Here Mobley does a nice job of crashing the offensive glass and finishing with a putback while in the air. Mobley does a nice job slipping the screen and then finishing with a towering dunk. Mobley does a good job in the short roll, looking off a defender and then finishing with the floater. He's also a crazy good lob threat. Watch him Odell this for a dunk. He can also block shots as he uses his instincts, timing, and insane length to swat away shots at the rim with consistency. He has great passing instincts as well. Watch him pass out of the triple team to an open teammate for the dunk. And we've seen his impact catching lobs, but what about throwing them? That seems pretty on point to me. Mobley does a nice job here finding the back door. And this is special as he'll attack the closeout and find a cutting teammate with a pinpoint pass. Mobley's also shown promise as a shooter. Most of them are trail or catch and shoot opportunities, but the form looks good and he's pretty smooth as well. Here he is coming out of a pick and pop. And here's another catch and shoot opportunity. The form is a little bit slow, but I do like how tight it is. I also really like his ability to attack closeout so far. Here he does a nice little shot fake and finishes with a floater in the lane. Here's a nice little role play where he'll finish by bodying his defender and finishing with a nice fadeaway jump shot. And finally, he'll give a little ball fake here, get his defender moving, and finish with another floater. Mobley is clearly a beast of a prospect. The natural gifts combined with his feel for the game is extremely enticing. And it's his feel and basketball IQ that separates him from guys like Thon Maker and Bol Bol to me. Two guys with similar highlight tapes and gifts, but not guys who have the necessary intangibles and court awareness to really make a huge difference in the league. So in the words of Patrick Starr,
"It would seem we have reached an impasse."
We have this recent history of big guys not providing top 5 value when selected there. Nerlens Noel, Enes Kanter, Dragan Bender, Thomas Robinson, Cody Zeller, and Jahlil Okafor all come to mind. But then we also have Evan Mobley, who seems to check every box needed to be a huge difference maker in the NBA with his size, skill, and IQ. So will the draw of Mobley be worth prioritizing at the top of the draft in a league where the deck is stacked against players of Mobley's size? Only time will tell. But for now, I think Evan Mobley is a strong bet to buck the big man trend in the 2021 NBA Draft. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know what you think of my analysis of Evan Mobley and just the overall state of big men in the NBA. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think. Remember, I reply to every comment I receive, so don't feel shy about telling me your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all really soon.